Hi everyone, before I start this video I just want to apologise for the lack of videos. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you guys get what I mean. For those of you who are on my Facebook page, you would know that Nathan got back on Friday on the 20th of January, and I've just seriously just been spending my time with him because he was away for 5 weeks. So this is just going to kind of be just like a catch up, you know, random video. I'm going to show you the things the makeup that he got me. It's only 4 items, but they're MAC, so they're expensive, but I'm freaking in love with them. So the first thing is MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and this is in NC15. Now, as you guys know, I did a haul or something, I don't know. I got this in NW15, and I didn't realize that it was going to look so orange on me because I am more of a yellow undertone. I'm not super yellow undertone, but I'm not super pink tone undertone either, so I'm kind of like in the middle. It really sucks. So the NW was too orangey pink for me, and this is too yellow, so I mix them both together and I get my perfect color. So he got me that. He also got me the strobe liquid. Yeah, you guys know what this looks like. I really like the packaging. I wish that the foundations had this pump, which is really annoying, but you know, but I really like this. It's so beautiful. He also got me the Prep and Prime Skin Refine Zone treatment, and it just looks like this. It's just basically like a primer. I really like this. I asked him to get me, first of all I asked him to get me the foundation because, you know, I have it already, and it's actually cheaper over in Portugal than what it is in Australia. Like all the MAC makeups, he was like, I'll get you some things. So that's why he got me the foundation, because I knew that I liked that. He got me the strobe liquid because I read reviews on it, and when I went to MAC and got my foundation color match, they used the cream underneath me, but I found that it made me kind of just a little bit too shiny, so I got the liquid and I really like that. I got the Skin Refined Zone treatment because I've been wanting a good primer for ages because I don't have one. I really like this. A lot of people have written reviews on a website. I think it's called makeupalley.com. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called though. Of this primer, and they say that it doesn't really you know, fill in your pores like people say that it should, because I think Elle Fowler did a review on this and she said that it covers up all your pores, and a lot of people like it doesn't, blah blah. I really think it doesn't. It actually stops me from getting oily. I find that I don't actually need to use powder. If I just get like a pea-sized amount on my fingers, I just kind of dab it, because I have really big pores here. I just dab it here, and a little bit on my forehead, and I find that I don't need to powder at all. I've had this makeup on for 4 hours and I haven't powdered once, and it's barely shiny, so I really like this. It is good for oil control as well. Like I said, it dries matte, it creates a mattifying look. And the last thing he got was this Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and he got it for me in light. And yeah, I just wanted this because I really wanted like a nice powder, and it's not, you know, too cakey or anything. It's just like a really nice finish, and it doesn't add any color. It does a little bit, but it doesn't add too much to the point where it changes your whole, you know, foundation look. So yeah, so if you guys want me to do like a super in-depth review of those MAC things, I will. They're the only MAC products that I have, except I have another foundation which is a different color. But yeah, also, oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Okay, so I hate going to shopping centers. Like, really despise shopping centers. I am not good with crowds, like, at all. I don't know if it's just the shopping center that I go to. I have a feeling it is, because when I go to other shopping centers, it's not nearly as bad as what I have to put up with when I go to the one near me. But regardless, I don't know, people that are at my shopping center, they will be like, okay, I can see that they're going somewhere, and the people at my shopping centers will not move out of the way for you. You know, when you're walking down the street and you see someone coming your way, you both kind of move to the opposite direction, so you move a little bit, the other person moves a little bit, and you walk past. You know, normal human nature to move out of the way for someone, you know. It does not happen. And also, what the hell is up with psycho people stealing other people's car parking spots? I have never experienced this before, but on the weekend, Nathan, my mum and I went up to my local shopping centre once again, and we went on Chinese New Year, so, you know, it was probably not a very good idea because the shopping centre that I go to is kind of very Asian based, without sounding racist. All the shops outside of my shopping centre are basically all Asian shops. I'm not trying to be racist, it legitimately is. And so it was Chinese New Year, so, you know, it probably was not a very smart idea to even attempt to go into that shopping centre, but we did because my mum had to go and pay for a few things, and so Nathan and I were like, alright, we'll tag along. So we were driving round and round and round for like 10 minutes, and we finally found this parking spot. So Mum, you know, had her blinker on, like ready, waiting for the person to pull out of the spot so we could pull in. And then this fucking bitch in this massive BMW 4-wheel drive, whatever the hell it was, with this like son in the front seat. I don't know, you could just tell that they were really rich and up themselves. She was like she'd just come up behind us, or like up the ramp that is next to us, and she was looking really impatient, and I was like, and then she kind of pulled her car forward so it was in front of my mum, in front of our car, and as soon as the person pulled out, you could see the look in her eyes. She was determined to get that spot, and I was like freaking yelling. I was like, what the fuck is she doing? We've been waiting here. Like, I don't understand why people do that shit. Just drive around and look for a parking spot. It really, really irritated me. So, you know, you could see that she was intent on taking our parking spot. So my mum beeped her, and then my mum was going to just drive into the spot while she was going to drive into the spot. And I was like, Mum, for one, I'm full holding this remote. I'm like, meh, meh. For one, she has a 4-wheel drive. She will smash our little Holden Barina car. So anyway, cut a long story short, we let the bitch have our parking spot because that's the kind of civil people that we are. And the way that I see it is karma will eventually, you know, get her back. But I just despise shopping centres and crowds overall. I really never go unless it's absolutely necessary to go to that shopping centre. I mean, where I live, I have a supermarket down the road, I have coffee shops, cafes, delis, whatever. I really only go to a shopping centre if I need to buy clothes, which is very rarely as well. So if you guys hate shopping centres, can you guys like tell me that I'm not the only person that hates that shit? I just can't handle it. I never go at Christmas time. Oh, it is just the worst thing. And also, this is kind of like a rant video, but like a vlog. I just really feel like filming because Nathan's been staying over and he's at work today, so I'm like, shit, what the hell am I meant to do? So I'm gonna film my video. I am so weird. Anyway, last night, Nathan and I were watching TV and we're watching The Biggest Loser. Now, I have a story for you guys. For anyone who watches The Biggest Loser, obviously I'm talking about the Australian one. I don't know if the American one and the Australian one have the same kind of like rules and contracts and stuff, but a friend of mine actually knows, because the friend of mine, Sarah, she's a hairdresser, and she has a lady who comes into her work to get her hair done, and she was actually on The Biggest Loser. And I don't know if any Aussies out here, and I'm just going to tell you guys the basis of the story, because I know Aussies will probably already, like, Aussies will remember this, but I have a lot of other people watching my videos. So basically, in the last season of Biggest Loser, the trainers claimed that each of them went and stayed at one of the contestants' houses for a week and were forced to eat the really shit food that the contestants ate for a whole week. And when I saw the ads for that, I was like, damn, man, that would suck having to eat like junk food 24/7, you know, blah, blah, blah. Then I was talking to Sarah about it, my friend who's the hairdresser. And she told me that the lady who was confirmed to be on that show basically said that they didn't stay at the contestant's house for a week. The trainers stayed there for maybe 6 to 8 hours. It was just one day. And they basically forced the contestants to go out and buy shit food and all that to make it look like they were really actually like that. And I was like, that's the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard of in my life. And last night, I never watched this show, but it was the only thing that was on last night, and Nathan and I were bored, so we're like, okay, whatever, we'll watch it. It is so demeaning, but like, the one thing that I hate, I mean, I understand, I have a right to kind of talk about weight and stuff because I myself am not skinny, so I totally get how they feel. I get that they're not confident. I am over that stage. Like, I'm clearly not as big as the contestants are on The Biggest Loser, but I am not skinny, obviously, state the obvious. But you know, they go on that show and they're like, my name's blah blah blah, I weigh blah blah blah, I've never had self-confidence, I've never had that, I've never done this. I just think it's a really bad way to go about losing weight. In all seriousness, I understand a lot of people have medical conditions, but in all seriousness, most of them just eat really bad and, you know, don't do enough exercise, and they think that going on the show will help them. But the show, when people go on the show, you know, they're focused on losing weight 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So obviously they're going to lose weight like that because they don't have to go to work, they don't have to look after their kids all. What is that sound? It's a really weird sound. You know, obviously they're focused on losing weight, so they're going to lose weight, but then they get put back out into the real world and they're like, well shit, this isn't as easy as what I thought. I don't know, I think the basis behind the show is amazing, and I'm glad that there's a show that helps people lose weight, but it's so demeaning. I mean, they have to walk in like these tight shorts and this little crop top sports bra thing with all like their weight and like their weight being so big, and they're not confident. Man, I wouldn't even do that, and I'm tiny compared to half of them. I'm not a tiny person, far from that. But what I'm saying is, it's just such a demeaning show. I don't know, I just got really worked up about it last night, and Nathan made me change the channel because I was just like so irritated by it. But yeah, so I think that is all. So please go take a moment to subscribe to my channel because I'm freaking awesome. And I mean, who wouldn't want to subscribe to me? Jeez, no, I'm joking. Only subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to subscribe, then by all means don't. And my Facebook page link will be down below, and so will my Tumblr and my Twitter. You don't have to follow me on Twitter because I never use it anyway. I use Facebook and Tumblr the most, so you should go follow me on Tumblr and like me on Facebook. Twitter, only do it if you want to because I'm really never going to post anything, so, but you know, whatever floats your boat. So I'm going to go now because I've said I'm going to go like 5 million times, but yeah, so I hope everyone is doing fantastic, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.